What's up, guys? Hello, this is episode number 10. Again, it is Wednesday. Today is, I don't want to say the day. We're a little behind. We've been not uploading. However, we're here and we're live, baby. We're on. Doing the thing. Obviously, like every week, I gotta do it right with my weekly brewski. Oh, we love that, yeah? Today I'm accompanied by Mia.
Hi.
I feel like next week we're going to do, because we're missing someone. There's nobody else here. And the shadow is now in the front. She came out of the shadows to show her face.
No.
For once.
No.
So we're missing Lela, a.k.a. Kiba, a.k.a. Loba, a.k.a. Baby Princess. She is not here. She is currently, I don't know. You know where she is?
No, I don't know where she is.
I don't know where she is. And it reminds me of, this little mystery show. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? In this case, where in the world is Lela, a.k.a. Kiba, a.k.a. she ain't here. I think she might be doing her own thing. I'm not sure. Like I said, we all live in the same house, but there's no talking. So this is the only time we actually see each other face to face and like find out what we did and what we've been doing or what we've been up to. Which is typically, like, if you notice, not much. Not a lot of exciting stuff's been going on. I did decide to buy some cheapies today.
The whole bag is like a 290.
Yeah,
calories.
it's 290 calories. I mean, I'm not trying to get competition ready. I'm not trying to shed weight to where I'm like 0% body fat, which I think you'd have to get down to like 5%. I don't know if you can go less than that. But yeah, that's not my goal here. I'm just trying to make sure I see what I'm eating, what the calories are, how good it is for me, how bad it is for me. And these are actually, I don't know, I would say not that bad compared to what I've seen out there. How many calories are yours? What did you get? So you got the Hashitos. Spicy Hashitos. How many calories? Yeah, see, that's 160 calories. And that's per serving. So that's not the entire bag. There's about 4 servings in there. So you're looking at, math is not mathing. 500. Let's say 500 calories. Yeah, because 160 and 160 is 320. So that would be 2. 320 and 320 is 640. So that's 4. Yeah, so 640 calories.
It's crazy.
Yeah, see, 640 calories compared to 290. I'll take the 290 all day, every day.
These are delicious.
I found some plantain chips, salted or chili plantain chips. You know what plantains are? Those big, long bananas.
Yeah.
And those were, I believe, 190 calories. Yeah. So even that would have been a calorie smart choice. But there's so much stuff out there, like it's hard to gauge like what you can actually eat. What do you eat, Mia, on a regular basis? What's your to-go-to snack besides chips?
A burrito.
That would be a meal. I said a snack. A snack like a Twinkie, a bag of candies. A burrito's a snack.
Yeah, for me.
So what would be a meal then? 2 burritos. Oh, that would be nuts.
Crazy.
That would be nuts.
I don't know.
All right. Before we get too far off track, we'll circle back to that, yeah?
No, snack. Snack would be like one of those cupcakes.
Cupcake.
The cream-filled chocolate cupcake.
The chocolate cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a name. The Hostess cupcakes. There you go. Those?
Mm-hmm.
You ever have the knockoff brands?
I don't think so. Pretty sure they taste the same.
I think we have had those at the house once or twice. Anyways, like I was saying, so fun fact for the week. Anything exciting happened for you for this week?
Nothing. It was plain out boring.
Plain out boring. Read a good book lately?
No.
Any updates on your lesbianish fantasy novel?
No. I kind of put that to a pause.
You put it to a pause. It was getting a little steamy.
No.
Too intense. Too intense.
No.
No? Just that's it?
I just put it to a pause.
Put it to a pause.
I'm on like page 140. So.
And how many pages is this so-called book?
350.
350 pages?
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Light reading.
Definitely.
Yeah, I used to read the Goosebumps books.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's roughly like 300 pages, right? No? Let's say 150. I wouldn't know, but I read a lot of those books, most of those books. And like that was like just summer reading. Just for fun too. Like my mother would always go to the library because she was still going to college. She was trying to graduate from college. Not a bachelor's or a master's or anything like that. I think just community college. I'm not even sure. I didn't go to college myself, but
no, but you were a nerd.
Yes, correct. I liked reading. I read a lot. Back then I didn't have like a game console or anything. Back then it was Sega Genesis. The PlayStation came out, and Super Nintendo. That was basically it, and I didn't have any of those. So my friends did, so I'd go over a lot to my friends' houses, just so I can get a little bit of playtime. But for the most part, it was just reading books, and those were my choice. Those were my choice of preference of choice. That's what I decided to read. Those were always fun books for me. As I got older, I started reading the ones for like teenagers and stuff, where they were like the Amityville Horror House, stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he had like a kid version of just like little stuff, and then he got like deeper, more darker ones. The older you got, you could read. You know, when you're in your teenage years. Instead of like it was pretty intense. I used to like all those books. I wouldn't mind reading another one of those books.
I would read them in elementary, like over and
the
over.
Goosebumps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it. Then they had those like the Animorphs. You know what the Animorphs are?
Yes.
I like those books too, the Animorph books.
My friend introduced me to that.
Yeah, those were cool. And then they had those the books where you can pick what's gonna happen. So at the end of the chapter is like what's gonna you can choose like, oh, go into the swamp, or go to the how would you say? Go to the amusement park. And then you would pick, and depending on what you would pick, you would switch to that page, and then it would continue a story. Depending on the choice that you made. Sorry, I just really I felt like I had a burp there. Looked like I was taking a poop.
Oh, I saw the report cards. You put them up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll say that for next week, yeah? Because I'll save that for my fun fact, my heart attack, my jump scare, my... Oh my god.
I'm pretty happy with my grades, you know?
Yeah, we'll put a pin in it. Fun fact for me, I don't know if I mentioned it last week. I changed the starter on my car, and it's just it won't start. I got like a clicking sound, a click, 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 click. So I know it's engaging, and then but maybe it's not getting enough power. I kind of looked it up. People at work, people everywhere that've seen me have been telling me like, oh, it could be a million different other things. I need to check the battery. Once I check the battery, then I'll know if it's getting enough juice, or at least test the battery, get a new one. I don't know. And then I also noticed that my tire, instead of sitting like, what would I do? So instead of sitting straight on the panel like this, or on the car, compared to the side panel, it's sitting like this. So obviously that's not a good sign, right? My tire, I didn't build my car to stand like that, or to have a stance. Like these kids call it these days, I guess. So I got to look into that and figure out what this little problem is. I am kind of getting to a point where I just want to say, fuck it. Take all my shit out of the car. Call somebody, hey, come pick it up, take it away. I don't want to see it no more. And then start saving up for another car. I'm currently paying for this car here, which is a 2019 Nissan Pathfinder, which I got no problems with. It fits 7 people. It's roomy. What's it like in the back? You got room?
Yeah, but if you sit all the way in the back, there's like absolutely no leg room.
Yeah, all the way in the back, it's like your legs are just whoop, and that's it. You ain't got no kick room, nothing. But the back, the second row. So this is, I guess this would be the first row. The second row, that one's actually pretty cool, right?
Yeah, you have plenty of leg room.
Plenty of leg room. This thing keeps zooming in and zooming out. I don't know if it's because it's dirty or just because I keep moving in and out. I don't know.
Could be
I don't know. I made my hand movements. I bleed. So I was trying to focus on me bleed.
My allergies are getting worse.
Allergies.
Spring.
You have allergies?
Spring, yeah.
Spring allergies.
Pollen.
Oh, I remember there was one season where you could see like everything was coated. The cars were coated and just like yellow pollen. I guess pollen is yellow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was just like a little bit of dust that would fall off from the trees.
Me too.
And it was like, there was just certain trees that gave different colors. Or like the little fuzzies. You know which the trees I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They look like little worms and then they just like fall off. They look like kitty pillars. Kitty pillars are weird, to tell you the truth. They have they look ugly as shit, and then they transform into this beautiful butterfly, which is cool. I mean, I wish I could get a cocoon and
or
just.
a colorful moth.
Huh?
Or a colorful moth.
Or a colorful moth.
Mm-hmm.
Don't moth eat clothes? Moths eat clothes?
Yeah. But you know what's weird? In elementary, in the 3rd grade.
See, it keeps doing that, bro. And nobody's moving.
Maybe it's the back. Maybe there's a
Dude.
ghost. That'd be crazy.
It's the Mia ghost.
No.
How can you have a ghost if you're still alive?
Shit, man.
Or is she? How do I know you're not a ghost?
How do I know you're not a ghost?
Meow?
That's what I thought.
Oh, jeez.
In the 3rd grade, my teacher had us take care of these freaking weird ass caterpillar looking things. And I didn't know what they were until they they made their own little cocoon. And turns out they were moths.
They were moths.
Yeah.
And they still look like caterpillars?
Yeah. It's weird.
You think you could ever get into what's it called? When they collect like insects? Or they collect butterflies? You ever seen that where they have like a book and then they put like butterflies or like, you put dead leaves and stuff like that?
Where they pin the freaking
Yeah, there you go. And they put them in a frame and it's like pss, pss, they put them on these
That's
little
serial killer status. That's weird.
Well, I know there's a lot of science stuff that's based off of that.
It's like hunting for a deer and hanging its head on the wall.
Correct, yeah, like a deer. I mean, that's not.
It's a little weird.
So you wouldn't go hunting?
Oh.
I wanted to go. Okay, and not just for sport. I'm not a sport kind of guy, right? I believe, the cruelty to animals, stuff like that. But I mean, if I can go out and hunt a big ass moose, and there's, and I can go out there, skin them, cut them up, take the parts or whatever. I mean, I don't know how, so obviously.
So like Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption.
Yes. Red Dead Redemption 2. Are they gonna make it 3?
I mean,
Anyways, I gotta say, interrupting me all the time. Alright. Now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Peeling a moose, the skin of a moose.
No, so you gotta skin the animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need somebody there with me to tell me like what I can eat, how to do it. Like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I've never done it before.
I'm pretty sure they have it.
Would I be able to stomach it? That's another question. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I like to think that like, yeah, I'm a man. I'm going there and just, and then I mean, I don't get queasy when I see blood. I've seen dead animals before, like cut open animals or whatever. They got hit by cars. You drive by, you see them.
Decapitated squirrel.
Roadkill. What else? What else have I seen? Obviously, a lot of like bodily injuries. Like people have been cut. I've seen people bleed. I've hurt myself multiple times. Where like the flesh comes off, I can see the bone.
Follow that happen.
And I got scars. I broke a window. I'll zoom in on it later. I got my watch on. I don't want to have to take it all off. But I've been burned before. I've had like third degree burns where like the skin complete, like it's all my whole forehead was burned off, like peeled off, melted off. This happened back when I was like 21, 22. I got the smart idea that my car was overheating. So it overheated. I got to my friend's house. You know, we all get out of the car and he's like, "Hey man, don't look at it right now. It's hot." You know, at that time he was working at Jiffy Lube. So I should listen to the guy. I mean, he at least knows how to change oil and do, you know, the basic stuff. I didn't know shit. I was just like, I know where the radiator's at. I know I gotta open it. I gotta add fluid in it. So they go inside. He's with, I believe he was with his girlfriend and one of my other friends. Goes inside. Boom. Hey, don't open it right now. It's hot. You're gonna burn yourself. You know, just be careful. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. He goes inside. He takes about, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I'm waiting. And, like, I didn't know if he was going to come back out or not. And I'm like, dude, I'm not just going to sit out here, you know, not do nothing. So I was like, okay. I popped the hood, took the radiator cap off. And sure enough, it was still hot. It just, boop, 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 boom. Luckily, I was wearing my glasses. It splashed all over my fucking face. Peeled this off right here. All I was wearing was a white beater. So, I got burns on my chest. It looked like I had eyes on my chest because it burned straight through. It burned the meat off. You could see like the flesh from underneath, and the flesh from my forehead immediately just slid off. Like there was no skin here. All you could see was like where it separated. And then I was wearing my sunglasses, so if it wasn't for that, for wearing the sunglasses, it would have just, boom, it would have got I would have been blind today, maybe. You know, it would have burned my eyeballs. Who knows?
The glasses saved you.
Yeah, and people used to laugh at me all the time because I'd always wear, you know, my Lokes. I was always wearing them, always. Inside, outside, I was one of those douches. Now I take it off when I'm inside, obviously. You know, there's no reason for you to be wearing glasses inside. There's no sun. You know what I mean? Unless you're trying to hide something. Or like I just smoked a fat ass doobie. Well, even that, you would be able to tell, like, hey, he's wearing glasses because nigga high, you know? Or nigga, he's on something. But, it was, but yeah, I've seen some gnarly stuff, you know? I burned myself, I've hurt myself, I've cut myself, stabbed myself. Not on purpose, on accident. I've cut my finger, like even cooking. Like I was peeling potatoes, and I looked up at the TV, you know, just boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, just whack, and I was like, oh, what is that? And I was bleeding. I took a piece of my skin off.
Was that recently?
No, not recently. Not recently. My finger just looks like that because it's tore up. I've put myself through some damage. Trial and error. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do, but I want to learn how to do, so I do it. I try it. You know, what better way to learn how to do something than to put your hands on it and do it yourself? You know what I mean? Okay, like I was saying. So, you're not reading the books anymore? Anything else coming up for you?
My Skills USA competition. That's from 2 weeks.
So again, it's a competition where you do what again?
I have to present what I do in the part of field for forensics.
And what do you do in the part of field for forensics?
There's a lot you can choose from. I chose alternative light source.
Alternative light source.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. So that's like black lights.
Yes. Different colors.
So like let's say there was a crime scene right now, and then they call you guys in. You know, like, hey, we need you guys in here. Get some. Like, what would they call the team? Like, what is your team? Get forensics in here? Is that what they're like? We need to get forensics in here right away. And then they're like, Roger that. Send them now. And then you would come in, and you'd be the lady in the hazmat suit with the briefcase, and then like, let me bust out my light.
Well, if there's an expired body, then the coroner comes first.
How's a body expired? Does that mean they're dead?
Yeah. It's called living.
So you call them expired?
Mhm.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. It's because there's stages of how, of a body, but we just call it an.
So expired, would that mean they freshly died or they recently died? Like the body's still fresh, it's warm.
It's fresh. Yeah, it's fresh. But expired could also mean to where like it's like all the way to the bone. Skeleton. We just say expired body.
Huh.
Oh yeah, so the forensics team comes in, the CSI, they have to call the coroner if they see a dead body, and the coroner does the investigation first.
What's CSI? What is that?
Crime scene investigator.
Crime scene investigator. So forensic and crime scene investigator is two different things? Forensic, or is that like all the same thing?
It's all the same thing. They're all a part of a forensics
of the same
team.
unit.
Mm-hmm. They just have different jobs.
Yeah, I feel like the CSI would be like the detectives and shit that gotta come in, and then the forensic team was like, the little nerdy peeps that are like, they're field trained, but they just do the little stuff. They do the swabbing and the fingerprinting. And
it's a lot, man.
Oh, I bet it is. I mean, I'm not downplaying it here. I'm pretty sure it's very. I mean, they solve cases. I get that. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they're useless or they're worthless or anything like that. No, like it's a big important part of solving a crime. Getting all the evidence together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that I get. I understand that. That's just me being all macho hombre. Like, give me a gun. Like, ooh, I can tell they smoked a cigarette 5 minutes ago. Let me smoke one. Let's go get this bastard. And then we go. You know what I mean? Not a, hey, let me swab. Got some fingerprints. It's just different,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could see myself, like, being the detective, not doing all the little research science stuff, Even though it would be fun. I don't see why, why not.
It's pretty cool. We're also learning how to handcuff people now.
Learning how to handcuff, you see what I'm saying? Because you need to have some type of field experience as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what if you're on a crime scene and the perp comes back and it's just you and your forensic team or whatever? The cops are already moved out. You guys are just doing your stuff, and he's like, oh, I gotta cover my tracks. You guys gotta know how to, like, defend yourselves, make an arrest, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys allowed to carry
weapons?
Food?
Mm-mm.
What? Oh, excuse me.
Excuse.
So what if that person like comes back armed, and they're like, "What's up? Give me all your evidence."
How?
Huh?
How?
How? How?
You fall. Shit, you're bleeding. Then wave your back up. Call a popo. Call him back.
Oh, so you're just gonna take the hit and like, let's see. I see the light, like that.
Yeah.
Oh. Be like, 5562. Send somebody. I don't know the codes. Send him back up. The guy was still here.
No, but they still have to give us field training, which is a little weird, like workout field training. Since we're still a part of the law, we still technically have to do what they're doing.
I feel like you would actually need the field training. Yeah, like I said, what happens if something happens while you're already on the crime scene, you know? The fact you guys don't have weapons could be because there should always be someone on site with a weapon.
Exactly.
Just in case that happens.
Exactly.
Like, you guys are there strictly to do your job, not
worry about anything else.
Not to worry about anything else. Yeah, focus on getting the evidence. Now, let's say you did have a gun and somehow, because I guess having a gun gives people like a different state of mind, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, well, I got a gun. Let me shoot this guy. Like, hey, whoa, take it easy. You're trying to get your first kill. Like, no, we're not here for that. Get your evidence and then get out of here.
That'd be crazy.
You're just shooting to the guys that actually are getting paid to shoot people. You know what?
I don't think we're allowed to have guns in our crime scene.
No, I don't think so, cause like most of the time, like if you're a medic or anything like that, mm-hmm. I don't believe they have guns. Mm-mm. They have the badge that says they're medic people. They're just there to heal people and stuff, and they're not supposed to get shot at or blown up or whatever. Now, if they drop a bomb or something, then that's different. But you're not supposed to shoot people that are there to heal the other people, even though I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna lie. I would think that, hey, if I saw you and you're a medic, you're carrying a dead body, I'm not gonna be like, fuck you too, and then shoot him. I don't think, no. I'd be like, yeah, you save that guy, because that guy that you're saving didn't start whatever shit we're dealing with, you know, if it was a war or something.
Right.
He's following orders from somebody else. Now, I'll kill his superiors, because his superiors are the ones trying to kill me. Mm. If that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways,
can we get Subway after this?
Subway?
Yeah.
If you're buying.
Just send me back to the house then. I have some money at the house.
Jesus Christ. I don't think Subway will be open by that time. But we can check. Okay. I don't think there's
Subway down here. I'm hungry, guys.
Yeah. Well, she picked her snack. I picked mine. I'm not really that hungry right now.
Your stomach was growling not that long ago.
Dude, it was like playing an orchestra or something. Just... Yeah, that is nuts. I've been honestly trying to watch what I eat. Mm-hmm. So now that I'm going through like different stages, like right now I'm tracking my calories. So I'm on my second week of tracking my calories, checking my macros. And I noticed like sometimes some of the foods that I eat, like they're so low in calorie, but they're high in like protein and stuff like that, that I'm actually able to go longer without having to eat. And then, but I watch all these other videos and they're like, hey, you should be eating like every 3 hours. I'm not a bodybuilder, okay? I wouldn't even consider myself a weightlifter. I just like going to the gym and pushing weight around. Obviously, I check for my form. I check for my reps. I do multiple sets. I don't just do one or two. At times I do train to failure. Other times I don't. It's just hit and miss. We love that, yeah? And for those of you that have been watching the videos, I only did that because, you know, Lela, aka Kiba, aka Loba, is always like this.
Always fixing the things.
Wait, say what? That's her thing. I just, you know, she's not here. We miss her. Well, I do. I don't know if you do, but you don't gotta say nothing. You don't gotta incriminate yourself. Yeah, we love that.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite serial killer?
Favorite serial killer?
Mm-hmm. Like someone you're like just interested
You're
in.
one of those peeps. I have been watching a lot of like documentaries, cold case files, whatever's on Netflix. I've seen a lot of them, most of them. The Criminal Minds mm-hmm. one that they had, I was like in and out. So there's a couple of episodes that I missed. But one that I do like would be, not that it just sounds so weird to say you like it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, so wait, you like the fact that somebody went out and killed a bunch of people?
Well,
I would say I find it interesting. How about that? Is that okay? That makes me feel a whole lot better.
It's not like you like it. It's just that
I find it interesting. Would be Jack the Ripper. Okay, because Jack the Ripper, like, to this day, there's still tours, and they show you the areas where he killed these women, regardless of what their profession was or whatever. I don't want to call them that because I don't know what they was doing back in the day. Was they prostitutes? Was they not prostitutes? I don't know. That's just what people were saying. But, let's just say your friend's mad at you, right? And something happens to you and the cops come and ask her a question. And they're like, hey, so how was Mia, in life? That bitch was a hoe. She a prostitute. She was sucking.
That's crazy.
Exactly, right? You'd be like, dude, what? Like,
I didn't even know this about myself.
I know, right? And then you talk to other friends like, no, that lady's just talking shit. But like, who are you gonna believe? The first person they talked to that said you were, or the second person that says, oh no, I can't believe that person said that.
The second person.
That doesn't make sales. So they're gonna go with the prostitute version. Why? Because that'll sell. Another prostitute, right? Oh, this good girl from,
Christian school.
From this Christian school, got murdered and she was very nice. No, if they find out she has dirt on her, like she was doing drugs, oh shit, everybody's all over it. Anyways, but that's the story that I find that's not a story. What would you say? Like something like a serial killer. And the fact that he got away with it, that's what intrigues me or gets me like locked in. And like the last documentary I saw that talked about it was they had their suspects. And when they looked into it more and more, it seems like it might have been an American. He was an American doctor. I forget his name. I don't even want to mention it because I don't know what his name is. I don't want to come out wrong. But he was here in America. He was practicing to be a doctor. And he was telling people he was a doctor. He sold himself as a doctor. And he was doing like operations on people and stuff. And it was not... He was like, people were dying and stuff. He wasn't doing it correct. He wasn't practicing his being a doctor correctly.
He wasn't doing the procedures correctly.
Correct. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was trying to learn by doing it on live people, and people were dying. So he left because they were looking for him. The police were looking for him here, so he dipped. He left. He went to Europe, London, right? And he started doing the same thing out there. He got a small-time job and was doing the same thing. And then he came back. And they supposedly, the hotel that he had checked into, they were like, yeah, he had a little bag with him. He left the bag. And inside the bag, they found a bunch of tools of shit that he could use to do all that stuff. I don't know if they found any actual tools of any evidence of any of the weapons or items that he may have used. But he had the bag and everything. And they were like, oh, yeah, he was here these days. And then he left. And he left after the last murder victim was found. Just dipped out. Boom. Came back to the States. I don't know if they got him here. I don't know what happened. I don't remember. But they never got him. They interviewed the guy multiple times. His alibis, his story always checked out. Then again, in all these documentaries that I watch, all these cold case files, I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. The person that they interviewed probably like the most and that gets away with it is typically the person that did it. And there's always like a small fact or something so little that like, hey, we didn't see that 5 years ago, but now that we think about it, like, dude, he might have done it. And either one, they die already, or two, they can't find that person anymore, so they can't charge somebody. And then more often than not, they'll charge somebody who's completely innocent and then put him in jail for years, and then they let you out like, oh, sorry,
you weren't the one.
Yeah. We now we found new evidence, and now we're able to release you. And it's like, yeah, I've been in there for 25 years, bro. Like, what? How do I get my life back? Oh, we're gonna give you some money. Like, dude, my family's dead. Like, everybody's gone. What am I gonna do? So, I mean, shit. I mean, worst case scenario, they kill themselves, whatever, or they become outstanding citizens. Who knows? I mean, how would you feel if you were incarcerated for, let's say, 25 plus years, and then they tell you, hey, they took you in by mistake. Here's, I don't know how much to give them. Let's say $1 million.
I'd be pissed.
Go live your life. We're sorry.
I'd be pissed. $1 million? You better give me two.
Okay, 2 million. What would you do? What would be your first thing you would do? You got out, 2 million in your pocket. What you gonna do?
Live my life.
And how would you live your ideal life? Let's say you were in there, all your other siblings died because of accidents or whatever. Me, your mother, everybody else is gone. It's just you. What would be your ideal living? With your 2 million, what would you do?
Well, first, obviously, I'd go and get a job. So while I still have that 2 million, that's just gonna go away sooner or later. So why not get a job, right? And put more into a bank account, save up as much as you can.
So having 2 mil, you would still choose to get a job?
I would still choose to get a job. That's just gonna go. It's gonna go away eventually. Why would you want to relax with 2 million knowing that that's gonna disappear?
Well, see, in my opinion, I'd invest a little bit. You know, play with the stock, see what's up.
Well, duh. Of course, that's what
I get myself something small, not like a luxurious mansion or anything.
That's crazy.
I get like a nice little condo. It's just me.
Nice apartment, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Something small for me. I might get a cat or a dog, you know.
Why not both?
Just spoil the little motherfucker, get him a little house of himself, you know, not just a little bed or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just continue making videos, doing, you know, shit that I like, and getting the word out there, like, hey, people are getting incarcerated for wrongful accusations. If that's how you say it, I don't know. But yeah. Pow pow. Hey, in like typical fashion, I noticed that we're at 37 minutes, but that's actually pretty long. This was exciting for me. I hope it was exciting for you. And I meant you, like the viewers, not you. Because I know you had fun. But don't forget to like, subscribe. In the most recent videos, I'll be putting my Instagram. You can follow me there. I have more content that's not related to the videos that we do here. There you'll find fitness, like, you know, some videos from me at the gym, daily pics, daily progress pics, as well as like I'm a bit of a foodie. I like to eat. It's one of the reasons why I'm so big. And by big, I mean right now I'm 215. I was like 260 pounds at some point when I started this whole fitness journey. I have 1,000,001 ideas of where I want to go, what I want to do, as far as, you know, channels go and everything else. I might be creating a link to where it'll link my YouTube to my Instagram, and then I have a bunch of other little things that I want to start dabbling in, and then I'll link all that there. So again, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I will be replying to some of the comments that we have been getting that I think are a little goofy. They're funny. So why not start the conversation? You know what I mean? It's not like we're getting 1 million that I can't reply to. So let's do some of that. Anything you'd like to say before we go? Nope. Out of the shadows, but still in the shadows. All right. Bye, guys. See you next time.